Just listening to the Far Cry 5 soundtrack and packing up for a pretty hefty overnight adventure that hopefully will not go awry. And hopefully I can get some really great footage. There's a lot of things that I'm trying to review and get footage of all in one fell swoop. So, hopefully this will go well. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about, well, I've got a packet with me, and it's easier to take it out of the box and, and toss it in my bag. I'm already running out of room in my 25-liter pack, and just the task of packing up is kind of proving to me that I need a bigger pack. 25 liters is not even enough for a single overnight. We're going to see. I'm going to try to make this as economic as possible. But you got to bring water, and, oh, fuck, the MRE is not even going to fit. Okay, no, we're going to make it fit. That's what I told her that once. Instant ban! So obviously for an overnight stay, I'm gonna need a source of light. I used to have that really nice little, shoulder lamp. Well, that thing burnt out in the moment that I needed it. So, and then I tried to change out the batteries, and it still didn't work. And I have no reason to believe that this won't do the same damn thing, but what I did realize is that if I want to be lying in my hammock and reading, while I'm trying to drift off to sleep and not think about the creepy crawlies in the bush at night, I probably don't want to hold the flashlight, in my fucking mouth while I'm fucking reading. So I realized, headlamp. And also that's going to be something that I'm going to need if I ever want to explore caves. I've ducked my head into a couple of baby caves. I'm never going to say, okay, I actually have been spelunking, but there was a church group watching over my ass, dear Lord. So I went to the outfitters that I usually go to, who, it's not a family, yeah, it kind of is. It's an indie store, and it is the aesthetic. I love it. Anyway, and I literally just said, guys got headlamps? And they said, yep. And they were like, well, this is Black Diamond. I'm like, great. All my climbing gear is Black Diamond. Might as fucking well. Hopefully the name will bring quality with it. So let's take a quick look at that. Got your Black Diamond. It's the Cosmo. So I actually remember that my first drink was made for me on my birthday by a family friend, and he was like, well, what kind of drink do you want, or whatever, and I was like, well, what does James Bond drink? I was like, make me a martini, and he's like, I don't have the ingredients for that, and he's like, he has like a fancy little book for making drinks, and he's like, how about a Cosmo? And I was like, a cosmonaut? Excellent! And he was like, yeah, that's what it is. It comes out all pink, and I'm just like, I drank that and I got smashed. Like, that was, and I swore to myself I would never drink again. It wasn't even like I was sick the next morning or whatever. It felt uncomfortable. I was like, oh, this is a terrible feeling. It's like getting drunk now. Anyway, so it's the Cosmo. This was $29.99. Brought to you by Patreon money. Thank you, guys. You guys are helping facilitate the things that keep me from doing some things that everyone would regret. And so I just want to thank you guys. It's stuff like this. You think that $30 isn't a lot of money, but it really is. When that is the difference between, that's 3 pretty decent meals. That's a meal prep. So that's like a week or 2 of food right there. But I needed this to be able to see in the dark. So it says that it is 225 lumens. That's not a lot of lumens. These days, there's an arms race in between, light companies or these flashlight manufacturers. There's an arms race kind of going on in between them to see who can produce the most. I've literally seen upwards of 700 lumens. You know what I mean? Like floodlight levels. And I'm not sure how reliable they are, because I think at a certain point, you start seeing these ones that are powered by lithium batteries and they got to get plugged in, and I'm like, it's not very stalker survival friendly. What am I, just carrying what am I going to plug it into a damn tree? I'm not sure that that's how that works, son. So speaking of which, this claims it is powered by 3 AAAs, or 3 batteries. Hopefully that comes with it. I didn't check. I was grabbing a suspension system at the same time for the hammock. Hopefully that'll turn out. Claims that it is waterproof on this side, which is good. It's definitely something that we need. That's waterproof, not water resistant, by the way. So that hopefully means you could literally do some kind of cave spelunk and go under, come back up, and it would still be working. I'm not going to test that out right now. It's got a little, supposedly it has all of these different features that are completely unnecessary. You can do a dimming, a strobe, a red, proximity. Oh, I guess that dims it down so you can look at someone and be like, Jeff, don't do that, Jeff. You know what I mean? That's all extra schmutz. I'm not sure that I need that. Burn time is 300 hours. So it takes 300 hours once you toss this into the fire for it to burn. Has a little chart there showing you the distance of its effectiveness. 72 meters, you know, at 8 meters, it looks that bright, that kind of thing. It can run for blah, blah. Yeah. I'm itching to get this thing out of the box. I'm not going to pretend that this box is not attractive. If this was an action figure, Tolstoy would have said something very nice about that box. But, being said, we're not fucking reviewing an action figure, and I'm not doing this live. It's got a little bit of tape on the back. We're going to go ahead and fix that with the Spyderco Max 2, which is what I'm bringing with me. I'm going to hopefully find out if this is any good at filleting fish. And I can hear some of you out there going, why don't you just bring a dedicated fillet knife? Nah, I'm not fucking doing that. The less shit I can bring, the better. We're already overpacked. I don't know who we are. Oh, good. It does come with your AAAs. There we go. Fuck me. Did you guys have to package them like that? Ah. So you got your single sheet of toilet paper. Actually, it's quite a thick piece of toilet paper. With a needless amount of instructions. Okay, and it's in 19 different languages. She is strapped to the inside of a piece of plastic that will rot in Mother Nature for forever and a day. It'll be in a landfill long past the time when I'm gone. Bioplastics, people. Can we please do them? Okay, and I think this says remove. I think this is the tab that's keeping the batteries safe or something. Well, it does say remove. Okay. It's just there. And how do I access the battery hatch? That was likely in the instructions, but I didn't read. Lol, didn't read. Oh. Okay. Oh no, it's not a Tolstoy video if he doesn't say that he broke it at least once. Alright. So, that allows you to angle it closer and farther from Larry's face. It doesn't feel super well made, but it doesn't feel bad either. Alright, I guess I should have read the damn instructions to figure out. I'm glad I did this before going out into the woods, because that would have actually been a big mistake. Okay, so it does say put your little thumb... There we go. Okay. So I didn't want to break this damn thing, but this hatch, this little thing is, yes, to pry at. And this is how she opens. Another sheet of toilet paper in here explaining the waterproof nature in a fortune cookie. That's not fucking weird or anything. The equipment is suitable for continuous immersion water greater than 1 meter in depth for no longer than 30 minutes duration. Water can enter the battery area, but only in a manner that produces no harmful effects. Yeah, it's true of most things. It's like, bullets may enter people and they may live as long as no harmful effects happen. Like, well, that's pretty solid logic. Alright. So it tells you which of the ends need to go in. I believe it's a binary, but you may disagree. You may agree that there's a trillion different types of ways to put the batteries in. Only one of these ways will likely produce any light, so there's that. They sit kind of awkwardly. They're not flush, if you notice that. One of them sticks out, like one of them goes way in. Alright, well, let's close it up. Okay, let's not blind ourselves. Okay, so that's 225 lumens. To me, that's very underwhelming, but I just need enough so that I can... Then there's a button on the side that I guess toggles the... That's your lesser, so that you don't blind Larry. There's your red, in case you're the predator and you're looking for people. This is what I'm going to activate if someone tries to pull up on my ass in the dark. Like, I've thought about it. I'm going to make a spear tonight. You know what I mean? Like, that's easier to get away with. And like, oh, I just had a stick and I hit him with it. You know, than, well, I had a knife and I knifed him. Like, Americans don't fucking like people who knife other people, regardless of how regardless of how just it was. And then we go back to regular. The strap was created to fit on a fat head. Oh no, I look like one of those, you know, like the Jews have like one of the sects of Judaism has like that thing where, you know, it's like a rock that it's like the thing that they tie to their head. I'm not making that up, like look it up. It's not Hasidic, but it's something. Okay, so this strap needs to get a whole lot shorter, buddy. How are we doing that? We got some double stuff Oreos. How about we take it in? It's all about technique. Got to take it around town. How about now? Ooh, that's actually perfect. Oh, man, I don't look like a stalker. I look like a dipshit. That's great. So now Larry is blind, unless... Oh, and it allows you to look down at shit. That's actually pretty fucking dope. Come to the 100 Rads Bar! Alright, enough dilly-dallying. Oh, switch is kind of hard to find. Let's get back to packing, and wish me a successful journey.
Despite the fact that I've built up more firewood than would ever be humanly necessary, because I want to do some kind of like Wicker Man shit. The bees! I'm gonna scout around while we still have a modicum of sunlight, but it is getting kind of dark, so... turn on the headlamp. Huh, I look like the promotional for the thing. So apparently, it says that... What's that again? Oh, I don't remember. Hang on. I don't know. Aha! That turns it to less blinding. I believe it also, the next one will make it red. Yeah. In case you're like, you know, trying to be some kind of like alien stalker. So there's that. However, what you can do is you can double click and it creates a strobe, which honestly, in a tactical situation, that would kind of be pretty dope.